Hey, how's it going? It's John again, playing Immaculate Grid. I did reorient myself ever so slightly, about 45 degrees in my own office, just because I thought, hey, we could get more of my baseball cards and caps and stuff if we turn it that way. It's weird that those things are never in view when I make my videos. The reason I had it that way is I like to look at them, and normally I'm using this monitor to work. So, um, I don't know. I just thought I'd change things up. Let me know what you think. There's a big empty space there. I might move my bobbleheads, which are just behind this monitor, move them over. I did move Robin Yount into view there. You can kind of see him. I don't know. Just wanted to change things up. Let me know what you think. A couple more housekeeping notes. Again, I will be on Ordinary Effort tonight. They're doing a stream at 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We're going to do a couple grids. We're going to have some audience participation, I think, during the live stream. Should be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. Again, that's 10 Eastern time. I'll have a link down below. Second thing, this is something else I'll have a link. It's just a fun little aside. Fox 6 in Milwaukee about 20, I guess 22 years ago when Bob Uecker was inducted into the Hall of Fame as the Ford C. Frick recipient. They did a 30-minute long special on the life and times of Bob Uecker to that point. And my dad was in that video. He's in there for about 15 or 30 seconds, giving just a quick blurb about how much he likes listening to Euchre while he's preparing briefs at his law firm. And it was kind of interesting. There's one clip in there where he says something to the effect of, or they say something to the effect of, young lawyers know to wait for a pitching change before interrupting Bowen. And I was just like, I'm picturing my dad. I mean, just in case any old clients are watching, my dad was a professional, and he was a excellent lawyer. The vision of my dad like having some young associate come to him saying, "Hey, sir, we need this amicus brief out today for a client." And my dad being like, "Hold on, Mike Dejan just walked the bases loaded. Hold on a second." Gave me a nice chuckle. But it was cool to see. I'll post the link. My dad's in there around the 4 minute mark. You can even see a picture of me playing Civilization with my younger brother. He had pictures of us just plastered on his wall. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I'll have a link to that if you're curious. But it's a fun special that Fox 6 back in Milwaukee put on. Anyway, I am going to share. Today's Saturday, so a lot of times on Immaculate Grid they'll go no teams. If they do, I'm going to try to go all Brewers in honor of Uke or possibly one of his other teams. But let's see. Find that right now. There it is. There's yesterday's grid. Got a 4 yesterday. Pretty good. Hit and refresh. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. Ooh, I don't think I'm this is gonna be tough. So we've got first round draft pick. That's not a good category for me. We've got no hitter, also not a great category for me. This isn't going to be a Brewer category type grid at all. Just, I mean, no hitters. The only ones for the Brewers are Juan Nieves, who was not a first round draft pick, I don't think. I don't think he works for any of those categories. Corbin Burns. I mean, threw a no hitter and played the outfield. The only one I can think of is Babe Ruth. I don't. Shohei's never thrown a no hitter, has he? At least I'm not remembering him doing that. So I'm going to call an audible. I'm going to go all Yankees because I think I've got at least. I think I can at least get started here. We'll see if we can go all Yankees. Because the only person I can think of is Babe Ruth for threw a no hitter and played in the outfield. And the only reason that I'm even thinking of that is that maybe Babe Ruth threw a legitimate no hitter. I'm not sure, but Babe Ruth walked the first player of a game, first batter of a game, punched the umpire, got thrown out of the game, and then the pitcher who came in, I forget his name, but he threw a perfect game to the next 27 outs. So because Ruth started the game was a no hitter. Ruth gets credit for the no hitter. So I know he works. I can't think of a single other person that works. So I wonder if this is going to be. There's probably others, like maybe Bullet Rogan, but I want to go all Let's go all Yankees. I could also try to go all Red Sox or all Braves. I guess I could go all Braves. I'm gonna go all Yankees because Ruth would work, but man, I've got some Yankee no hitters stored up that I can think of, and I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of other Braves. I know they had like three people pitch a no-hitter in the early 90s. I think Kent Mercker might have been one of them, but I don't really remember that because I was barely alive. I kind of want to go all Braves just because of Euchre, but I think I think I'm gonna go all Yankees. I'm settling in. I'm making a decision. All Yankees. 58% is actually lower than I would have thought. I'm gonna be curious what some of the other ones are, but I would have thought that was gonna be like 90%. Anyway, threw a no-hitter, was an all-star. David Wells was an all-star. I know he started an all-star game with Toronto because I specifically remember Torrey. It would have been 99 or 2000, I think. Joe Torre was specifically like, yeah, I think our strategy is going to be because Torre was managing, so it would have been after the Yankees at least won a pennant, and Wells was with Toronto, and Torre said something to the effect of, yeah, I think the strategy is going to be we'll have David go 7 or 8 innings, get 160 pitches down. He was, just joking around. But yeah, we'll go David Wells. I know he'll work, and he of course threw the perfect game in 1998 against Minnesota. All right, so that's two Yankees so far. Um, okay, I think I've this actually would have worked for the Brewers now that I think about it, because he was a Brewer and he had a couple hits with the Brewers. And also, I think he was a first round draft pick. I'm like 95% sure. And he threw a no-hitter for the Yankees, and that's Jim Abbott, who's, just an inspiring story altogether. So you want to get him in if you can. Jim Abbott. I just thought of another one because Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter for the Yankees. I think he was a first round draft pick. Um, and let's see. I mean, you've got Jeter and Judge. Like Jeter works here, all these four. Judge works everywhere. So we've got two. I mean, only one team all-star. That's pretty common. Like we can get Lou Gehrig in there, right? Yeah, yeah. Lou Gehrig plays whole career at the Yankees. Um, only one team playing the outfield. Bernie Williams never went anywhere else, so he should work. All right. Got all Yankees so far, 5 of 9. And Judge and Jeter will work for all of these. For first round draft pick, only one team. I know Anthony Volpe works. Yeah, there's only one team, first round draft picks, no rookie there or anything. Anthony Volpe was definitely a first round pick. 1%. All right. The percentages don't really matter at this point, but they're pretty, other than Ruth, they're pretty low. So that's cool. And so we've got Judge, we've got Jeter. Okay, I think I've got this. Okay, Rookie of the Year and playing the outfield. He didn't win the Rookie of the Year with the Yankees. He won it with the the Royals, I think. But he was a Yankee, Lou Piniella. Okay, solid. And he's pictured with the Yankees, so that helps. It doesn't really matter, but I guess it would have been if I could get all Yankees. Dave Righetti is sticking out to me. I think he threw like a July 4th no-hitter. He was probably an all-star. I think he was a rookie of the year too. So I think Righetti would work in here too. Pretty sure. But I know Judge and Jeter will. So let's not overcomplicate things. We'll get Jeter and we'll get Judge. All right. All Yankee grid. It's for my sister-in-law. Um, there's 70 people who work for this category. Oh yeah, Ichiro would have worked. He's a Yankee. Only one team played the outfield. Yeah, I could have gone with Mantle or DiMaggio, but I went with Bernie Williams. I just want to see this category here. A lot of 19. Wes Farrell, I recognize. Rube Foster. There's a story here. I want to know when Randy Johnson played the outfield. I'm not going to look into it now, but that's an interesting one. Christy Mathewson, Ed Morris. I've used him before. I have no recollection of Roy Oswald ever playing the outfield. Dave Stieb played the outfield for Valenzuela? Like I expected this was all going to be like 19th century or maybe Negro League people, and there's some of that on here. I see Old House Radbourne. Joe Musgrove? I'm seeing like some guys that I just feel like I would have remembered it. I specifically remember John Franco playing the outfield one time. I guess Bobby Valentine wanted the lefty-lefty matchup, but he obviously couldn't. Um, he obviously couldn't like take him in and put him back. It was like lefty righty lefty, and he wanted that lefty lefty matchup. I even forget who they were facing, but he brought in Franco and then sent Franco into the outfield so that he could bring him back in to face the lefty. And I think John Franco botched the ball. So that was a Bobby Valentinism. Lorenzen, I probably could have guessed because he was a pretty good hitter. I don't specifically remember him playing the outfield, but I know he threw that no hitter. He was a good hitter. Fascinating. I never would have thought there were 70 people here. Very neat. All right. Well, thank you so much for playing along. Um, Maybe for tonight's stream, I'll move the bobbleheads over. Sorry, I pointed the wrong way there. But yeah, let me know what you think. And check out my dad talking about Bob Euchre back in 2003. I'll have the link in the section below. All right. Have a good Saturday. Peace.